Welcome back, everybody. Episode 13 of the High Notes podcast here with my co-host.
Melly.
Got a new face here.
That's good. Eli, Wale.
Wally. As y'all can see this week, Brian isn't with us. He's out on vacation.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. How y'all feel about that?
It's insane, right? Right when we get in the groove of things.
Hey,
Get it going.
he got business to handle out there. So
Yeah.
so
Let's say he's gonna come back heavy-handed.
Hey, yo.
Now, for this week's episode, y'all can see new setup. We're here at Melly's mansion. M. Diddy's mansion.
Huh?
New setup, new co-host, guest co-host.
Guest.
All right, let's hop into it. This is the hero episode. The hero episode. That's the trend we're going with. Like the Melly-sode.
I'm not saying that. I say the Melly-sode, then today's gotta be the Marvel
hero
versus DC.
Marvel versus
Sode.
DC sode.
Yeah,
So let's
I
hop
guess.
into it. Marvel versus DC. Who y'all rocking with more?
I mean,
And there's no half answers because I was gonna give a half answer.
but by the past, like in the past, like in,
as a whole,
for the future. Oh, bro.
as a whole,
No, really.
But like, so comics and all that shit too.
yeah.
So like,
Everything DC, everything Marvel.
Now everything.
because animated DC is fire
It's
too.
goated.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah, damn.
and
Goated.
then like, so I
I
and
think
comics-
DC. If you
DC
gotta say
comics are up
overall,
there,
I
too.
think DC.
you feel me? Like Marvel comics are there, but they're not where DC could be. Like you feel they're not where DC is. They could be there, but they're not.
But
That's just
I
me.
feel like they take different routes to be successful.
DC Universe, probably,
DC took the animated comic route.
yeah.
Marvel took the Hollywood route. Because the movies were tough. They've been lacking recently. I saw the Captain America one, trash. And I was giving the Thunderbolts a chance. I was giving them a chance, but
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna skip on that one too.
What?
I'm gonna go straight to Doomsday. Oh,
And Red
Fantastic
Hulk.
Four,
Oh
then
shit.
Doomsday.
Red Hulk's supposed to be in the Thunderbolts.
Mm.
You feel me? His name is. I feel like they just brought him into the other one so they could bring him into Thunderbolts to make him like. You feel me?
I mean, he was only in the movie for the last 20 minutes.
no, he was in there for 3 minutes.
That's the official runtime of Red Hulk.
Yo, that's crazy.
It's probably a minute 30. To be honest,
Minute 30.
because all this
That's so crazy because like the whole marketing was like, yeah,
It's
Red
around
Hulk,
that.
you know,
They
Red
showed
Hulk
all the scenes basically in the trailer.
in the
Yeah.
yeah. Why is the scene?
because I didn't see the movie. So for someone that didn't see the movie, like, would you say that the 130 mark it was good?
I would say it was okay. It was like.
Was it enough like crazy Hulk?
I would say it was like a
He
2000.
didn't go crazy.
It should
He
have
didn't
been
go crazy.
He was getting his ass whooped the whole time.
if it came out in 2011. It would have been hype. You feel me?
Yeah.
It depends on the time. We've already seen crazy stuff in Marvel. And
But this was
we didn't wanna
like,
get
I
there.
feel like this was the point where they could have brought back the actual angry Hulk type energy. You feel me?
With Red
Because
Hulk.
Hulk now, he's like half smart, half whatever.
Yeah,
He's not even really on that. The real Hulk that just be spazzing out, gets stronger every time he gets angry. I feel like that was their time to bring us back to that. And this dude is getting beat up by Clarence.
what we're doing this, but like,
It's like
By
Clarence.
Clarence,
but
bro.
listen,
And it wasn't even tough how he had a little feather stuck in him and then he hit him with the vibranium. Come on, bro. It
Nigga,
could have been tougher.
he didn't win like that though. He won with his words, just like how every Hulk is. You feel me?
Yeah, but I feel like he wasn't angry enough. Like he wasn't OP enough.
Well, then again, he was kind of forced to be angry too. And
He was going crazy.
yeah, he kept on getting the serum, like the pills inside of him. So it's a thing. Like Hulk's anger, he was always angry. You feel me? Like Bruce Banner says it all the time. He generally wasn't always angry. He just, you feel me? He had headaches, and every time he took the pill, it calmed him down. You feel me? but every time it did get him there. You know what I mean?
Now, do you feel like he was more logical in like the way the world works? Because as a general, he knew things that he was doing was fucked up, but at the end, it was like this is for the safety of the people. You feel me?
Always as a general. First off, I'm gonna say this. I was pissed that Harrison Ford became. You know,
Yeah,
they could have done the old actor from
that's what I thought.
from the other one. You know,
Mhm.
but no, that he died.
Oh, he died.
Yeah, Will Hurt.
Oh, so
Hurt
how
died.
they gonna use
I'm
him?
talking about the old one from the 2000. They were the same age. Him like from the
Oh.
2000.
Wait, which ones? Because
Green
I know
version?
I was there from all versions. Like
Did
the
you see
OG one when this nigga was
Hulk?
like almost neon. That one.
You mean where he could grow bigger every time he
Yeah.
fought somebody? Yeah. That
Oh,
Hulk.
in the movie where he fought like the dogs.
They should have brought that guy back.
Yeah.
They brought him back. I wouldn't have had a problem with it.
Mm,
As soon as William Hurt died, they brought Harrison Ford in there, a bigger name. You feel me? Like bigger name actor. They brought him in there, and it was kind of like,
And they made him Hulk. Like
yeah, they made
like
him
that.
Hulk, and
Yeah.
that's why he stuck on. That's why William Hurt stuck on for
But I
real.
felt like when they rebranded that shit, it wasn't a downgrade.
I feel like
What do you mean?
wasn't a downgrade.
I think Harrison Ford looked racist when he did it, but
Mm.
but you feel me when William Hurt did it, I feel like he just looked like a Karen type of time. Like he was just, I just feel like it.
Like you're looking at it as he should have been like the real old school version of like generals, like that we thought about it in the past.
I know. I just don't like how they switched his character, how they made him Red Hulk right when he died. You know what I mean? 2-3 years ago, he died. Now he's Red Hulk. Now they put Red Hulk out. That's why the whole reason why he's stuck on there. And there's multiple movies where he could have been Red Hulk. You feel me?
True. But you think they were ready for that?
Civil War. That's a movie where he should have been Red Hulk. And
That is true.
Oh, shit.
And he would have been on Iron Man's side because they didn't fuck with Captain America.
yeah,
Mm.
Nah, that would have been tough.
Damn, instead of Hulk.
And then,
him versus Vision.
yeah, that shit would have been tough, bro.
Nah, he would have been. He
Damn,
would
I
have went
missed.
crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I missed the old version of Hulk, bro. This newer one, I get it.
Yeah, has Hulk ever been like this much of a wimp?
Yeah,
the comics?
Professor Hulk.
Oh.
There's whole comics on there, but like, he's not even that. Like, he's more like,
It's like
More
they learned how
smart.
to coexist.
and he's like, he doesn't really get beat like that. He has half his strength, but he really don't get beat like that.
Yeah.
I wish that they would have brought Hulk back and had him have a Thanos fight, a quick little fight, and just had him beat him up real quick because they really did bitch him out.
Yeah, they should have gave him a chance to get it like stronger, like OP type,
Yeah,
or like even like do like a cutaway scene where it's like Bruce Banner and Hulk in his mind, and Bruce is like, "I'm gonna let you take over," and then that should have been tough.
but remember the scrolls though.
Yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead, say something.
No,
I'll talk after.
Now you guys remember like in the trailers of what was it, of Infinity War? They made it act like Hulk was going crazy
yeah,
in the trailers,
Mhm.
but then Hulk was just
He was running with them in Wakanda.
right.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like I don't know, that shit was just crazy.
yeah. They got. I'm pretty sure there's
They really fooled
there's
us.
a rule out there that they can't do that anymore. They can't.
Fake.
Yeah, they can't do it anymore. Or they'll get sued. I'm pretty sure there's a rule on that now.
I'm just saying, like
Yeah, that
why
was,
is he such a wimp? Like why would they go this route?
and this is where I was about to say. I think he's a scroll. Like if you ever seen
Now
the
this.
have
Let
you
me
ever
hear
se-
this.
have you ever seen the scroll show? The scroll show with
Yeah, how
Nick
they
Fury?
impersonate?
Literally Rhodes. Nobody knew Rhodes was a scroll. Rhodes was in there since 2016. Well, since he broke his legs, and now he's walking normal like the whole time. And you know how he did that? How he was in the Infinity War and fighting with them.
Yeah.
Everything. You feel me? Since he broke his legs,
Wait,
He
is
got
it part
picked
of the
up, 100%.
good scrolls or the bad scrolls?
he was a part of the bad scrolls because they were trying to invade. You feel me? They took somebody, not with from their own like
So Rhodes is
They
an
just-
op.
he was, but they just but in that show they found him. You know what I mean? They found him in one of the scroll bases. That's what they're doing with Hulk. I think as soon as he came down, got beat up by Thanos, I think they got him from the Bifrost and they took him and they switched out from him
Oh,
right then and there. And I think he couldn't transform because because they couldn't transform at the time. I don't think they were able to. And then they liked the personality of Bruce Banner. They already had his talk down and everything, so they were like, let's just be into him.
Wait, so
Do
so
you think-
so Skrulls could like take over the Hulk and be Bruce Banner and Hulk?
So yeah,
Like he could like
they can transform.
Do
But
you think? Do you think that's why his hand was fucked up from the crystals? Because like the other Hulk could have regenerated. Pretty sure Hulk regenerates, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So like you know how his arm got
Oh.
burned
Yeah.
and he had the shit. I'm not,
Mhm.
and that's why I think he's a wimp too. Because like, bro, you're
So-
supposed to be the Hulk.
so like, and that's the thing. He was wearing a in that whole entire She-Hulk, he was wearing a brace and whatever,
Yeah.
and then he ended up getting it fixed again.
Mm.
Like he got his arm fixed after that. But like I feel like throughout the time it developed and everything, and he was chilling. But Skrulls, I feel like certain Skrulls they could be strong enough to handle that. You know what I mean, and survive that. And especially if you're like,
But
the
at
shape
the
of the
same
Hulk.
time, that was an Infinity Stone energy. It wasn't no regular blast type
Yeah.
shit. Interesting. Yeah, we might be undiscovered shit. We might be leaking shit.
Wait, and Nick Fury, where's he at? He's on that thing on the
he
moon?
was, he came back to Earth
Oh, he's a pregnant.
and he decided to do it was a whole secret invasion show, and he ended up stopping the invasion from happening.
Of the Skrulls.
Yeah,
So
but like that's he kind of stopped a base in there. There's multiple bases around there. Like if it became undiscovered that there was just one, you feel me? There's probably people in Hydra, you know what I mean? There's probably base camps in Hydra and AIM, you know what I mean? I think it's everywhere. I don't think that was the only base. The Skrulls are smart. They have people set up.
All right, guys. So let's talk about DC. Superman Legacy's coming out. Everybody's seen the trailer. Which I think of that
Oh, we didn't even say. I think Marvel probably Marvel for the win.
for the win.
for everything.
Yeah, only because the comics are still good, you know, and the animations are still good, but you know, and the movies are there, but they're
How about the
getting
games,
worse.
though? How about
I
the
don't
games?
think
The games. Oh, the games. That's where it is.
the games.
That's where.
Games is DC, right?
Yeah, the DC games go hard.
Arkham series alone goes crazy.
But the only thing is, but the Marvel games are good too. You know what I mean? Except
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I was obsessed with Alliance, the Marvel Alliance, just because you could get a squad of people and fight.
Marvel Alliance.
I had that shit on the
games,
PSP.
Hell yeah.
That
Shit was tough.
So yeah, so I think that Marvel wins on that. Only
Nah, I think DC wins in video games. I'm not gonna
no,
lie.
no, no, but that's only in video games
And
But
animation
all alone,
and in comics,
you feel me? But Marvel has all those as a win too. They don't
but
lose.
not better than DC.
Yeah, they're not better than DC, but they're still winning.
Mhm.
DC loses in movies, so ultimately, Marvel didn't lose
I
in
mean,
anything.
Oh.
What do you think?
Feel me?
But do you
So
think the
who
Batman
wins?
series is better than the Avengers series?
Which Batman series?
You know who I'm talking about?
Oh,
You know who I'm
Christian
You're
Bale.
talking about Christian Bale?
Yes.
So this is the thing. I don't think he ever moved like Batman. I think Ben Affleck moved like Batman.
Hell no. I think Ben
His-
Affleck was the worst Batman.
No.
Nah.
So-
Nah, you tweaking. You
Nah,
tweaking.
no,
he
no,
was
no.
the worst.
Ben Affleck
Nah,
is
what are we
Batman.
talking about?
Out of
What
the
we talking
most
about?
recent ones, I'm
Okay,
not
so-
talking about Nipple Batman or all those other ones. I'm talking about like these new age Batmans.
I
I
think,
think he
Nah, I
was the
think-
worst.
Ben Affleck was
I think the best Batman gonna be Robert Pattinson.
100%. But
But
I
I know
think
what
that
you're talking about. He talking about like fighting wise. It was
Fighting-wise,
definitely like Ben
it was
Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Why?
The
Because
Ben-
he was like
the
more
text,
stalky.
It's not just
No,
that.
like
The
Ben
way
Affleck
that
used to fight
the combat,
the game
the
Arkham.
combat was perfect. It's just like the comics, just like the game Arkham, just like any Batman game that's ever out
Like
there.
the way he just
He-
took over a room was
everything.
crazy.
Like we literally
His
put
movies
on-
don't leave an impact, bro.
No,
Yeah.
the fights left an impact. The fights.
But
Okay,
Batman
every-
is a look.
this is the thing
This
I
is
gotta
how I
say
feel
about
right
this.
now. Batman is more of a detective.
Yeah.
You
man.
can't. So it doesn't like as long as the story is great. The Batman fight scenes could be whatever because he mostly uses gadgets, and that's what's really tough about Batman. Because at the end of the day, he's just a human. So when he uses the gadgets and it goes crazy and like smart and calculated, I think that hits more than having a good fight scene.
So like he did do the detective work. He did do stuff like that. It's the thing. They did show that, but where they wanted to do the base, like they wanted to show he was fighting. They wanted to show that he could do that because Christian Bale, he like his fight against Bane.
But
That
Christian
was-
Bale was throwing hands when he had to.
This is the thing. I feel like every fight that
That shit was very
Ben-
choreographed.
I feel like every fight that Ben Affleck had beat that
Yeah,
fight
that shit
alone.
was that
You
shit was
Beat that
think,
fight
you
crazy.
think
alone.
when Christian
Like
Bale's
like
like
Batman
falls back
v
and
Superman?
snatches somebody up?
Every fight.
He went crazy.
Every
And
fight.
and I like how he uses his gadgets too.
Yes.
The Bat Cave too.
And it's not
Like, it was
too
just
fast.
fire.
You know, he was taking
Like
his
I'm
time with it, you know what I mean?
I'm very
He
mad
literally-
that's not the
It's like a
DCU. But I think the DCU is gonna be
That's
fire
what
though.
you need. That's why Alan Richardson, that's how I think. Alan Richardson, the one, Jack Reacher,
Mm-hmm.
perfect. He would be perfect for Batman. That's who they need.
Ben
He's
Affleck was
42,
the
whatever, don't matter. He
Paul's
doesn't
what
look,
was
he
like
look
the-
like he's 30.
was like the
Man, he
perfect
look like he's
physique
40,
for Batman.
but he's still gonna be perfect.
I mean, the Batman Brave and the Bold is in development. I heard about that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that shit gonna be fire.
Yeah,
He's
I like
basically in the DCU already.
Oh,
He's in that one cartoon.
oh yeah.
That shit's fire.
But yeah, I still think Marvel won. It doesn't have any losses, minus the new movies that are coming out. But
They've been on
that
the
still
decline.
that still beats.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Marvel did take over. Hollywood, bro. You know when they made it when they dropped Iron Man, and then the next week they dropped the PSP Iron Man video game.
Yo.
Remember when they were doing that? They were
Yo.
dropping superhero
Oh, just-
movies
yeah.
just to drop the games. That was tough.
Gosh.
That was
fire.
tough. Yeah, the X-Men game when that came out too. That's
Nah, that's been getting crazy.
one of the best games.
Yeah, man, that was tough. They had that shit
Spider-Man
down
2.
to a key.
Spider-Man 2 is fire.
Which one?
Spider-Man 2.
Which one?
The original one.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 or the
Oh,
just
hell
the
no.
Spider-Man 2?
Not Spider-Man 2.
I thought all
I
the
like
Amazing
I
Like,
like
Spider-Man
wait,
games,
those.
With
I
Toby.
thought they were
but
tough.
all the Amazing Spider-Man games, they all held heat.
They were-
All right, this brings us to the ad break. Gentlemen, do we want to give the audience, if they are enjoying this episode, where they can find more of our socials and our video portions of these episodes as well? If you're only listening to the audio, we do drop video portions. Do you want to tell the audience, Big Nasty?
Yeah, you can find us on all major platforms like YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Castbox, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Breaker. You can also join the conversation on our Discord as well.
If you liking this episode, like, subscribe. As McNasty said, you can go to the link tree, follow us.
Animation style on that was going crazy, and then the lanterns got announced too.
Oh, word.
Oh,
We didn't
I'm
even
glad.
mention the Superman Legacy. My bad.
Yeah, no, super. I was just saying like things that DC got because you already made your mind up on Marvel, but I'm just saying everything that DC got going on right now. I think the lanterns, low key, Green Lantern was my favorite superhero for the longest, and I felt like I was the only one that said that.
But
when you thought about it, that shit was really tough. Like you just create shit, and as long as you could combat, like as long as you could fight,
Mhm.
you're gonna get through some shit with that ring.
I 100% I believe that those will be good, but that's not now. You know what I mean? That's gonna happen. We're talking about the now. What's on top right now? You feel me?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think that's Marvel.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
I think DC is going to be on top.
They gotta
Yeah.
figure out if they figure out the
100%.
Hollywood side, they're gonna be all right.
100%. I think Superman Legacy is going to be one of the best movies of the year.
Oh, really?
I think it will be better than the Fantastic Four.
I'm not
movie.
gonna lie to you. I can't watch a Superman movie at all.
But this
Why
isn't
not?
just a Superman movie. This is basically like a Justice League movie because
True,
there's
that is true.
you even have a Green Lantern in it. You feel me?
Yeah.
This is not just, and they have Mr. Terrific, the smartest man alive in it. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
Mr. Fury is tough.
They got Hobgirl in it. They
So
got.
did
they
you
got
think they're gonna
cats.
put the shit in the sky, the orbit, the OG from the cartoon show,
Well,
Justice League?
Not yet.
Not yet. They got to wait on that. But I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna.
And the
come.
dog, Crypto, right?
Crypto's gonna be on
Crypto's already there. Maybe because Crypto's already
there
there.
because that's a good.
And
Way.
Supergirl's gonna be in that too. So
Mhm.
there's
That's what I'm saying. That's
Nah,
gonna be a
and
good
Batman
way.
already got his Bat family too in this universe.
yeah.
Does he?
Nightwing's already there. I think
Yeah,
it's
but-
Damian Wayne that's
yeah,
gonna be.
Yeah,
that.
the Robin is gonna be Damian Wayne, his
Yeah.
son.
Oh, okay.
So he's already
That's
up there.
tough.
So he's got to be like 40. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
So that's
You
what
can't
I'm
be
saying.
35
If they do that, if they do stick
No.
to the actual Justice League spacecraft, it could be a great
gonna
way
be-
to just introduce more DC characters.
Martian
Yeah.
And then they
Manhunter.
could copy the Marvel
Martian
shit with it,
Manhunter
just
needs to
drop
show up in this one in
Ooh.
Superman Legacy. To be honest, He could just be a random person on the
He
street
needs
just
to.
watching people.
It could be his
And then-
origin story.
And then he pops out and talks to Superman after that.
Like a Man of Steel.
He'd be like, I'm just like you, you know what I mean?
Right.
My planet's dead, blah, blah, blah. I'm the last survivor. Boom. It's
Right.
not, then Supergirl pops out. nah.
Somebody, what's your final take? DC or Marvel?
Ooh. I did originally say DC, but if I'm just chilling and I'm gonna go see a movie or any sort of content, it's probably gonna be Marvel.
Yeah, because I'm not going to sit down and watch a DC movie. I haven't watched the Christian Bale movies in a minute.
I mean, the Christian Bale movies are
They
fire,
are.
but
No, I agree with you. Like, I can't spam watch it. I watch it like every once in a while.
Okay.
Be like, damn, Batman? I watch Batman. Throw it on. A couple months go by. I watch 2. Then I go back to 1 again.
Yeah.
Just be doing some random shit with
What
it.
about
That's how
Marvel
I.
movies?
Yeah.
You
But-
could,
In my opinion,
I'm
right
saying
now,
like the DC movies is only just those Batman movies that you can
But
really rewatch. I
thing
feel
is,
like.
I actually get excited when I see a new DC animated movie come
okay,
out.
that makes sense.
Like when the animated shit comes
Me
out,
too.
I'll be like, yo, this is gonna be tough.
I do
And
too.
it's always tough.
Or
I'm
But
the
like a
same way.
Marvel movie,
Mhm.
I really like. I like watching the throwback ones; those are good. But anything like upcoming, like anything that's new, I just be like, eh. Like I said before, Doomsday and Fantastic Four, are the only ones I really want to watch this year.
That's,
Doomsday.
you see, that's how I am now, but like,
Wait, Doomsday don't come out this year?
Well, 2026 early,
Next year? Oh shit!
I'm pretty sure it comes
Yeah.
out next year, yeah.
because yeah,
Damn,
you
they
gotta
need
have
working.
you need the Fantastic Four to hold that spot for a little bit. They need to recoup that bread now.
Yo, so what do y'all think about the Fantastic Four then? Like,
It's just tough.
I think
What-
Superman
what's
Legacy is
the-
gonna
I
be
don't
better.
like how the thing looks. I stick on.
what are
that.
y'all?
He looks just like the comics though.
The
So,
comics,
so
but
everybody
still-
everybody hates when
What are y'all
somebody becomes
speculations?
comic accurate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that
Everybody
I feel like
hates
there's.
it.
I like the modern thing because it's like more modern.
Wait, so-
I won't lie.
so-
I love the
So what's
thing
the
in the
modern for
body
you?
suit.
Like, what's the modern?
The
Like-
bodysuit. That's what he's talking about, right?
Wait, which bodysuit?
And the
The
first
thing?
thing.
In the first Fantastic Four,
Not the
right?
so there's
Yeah,
the
the first
first
one.
one where he had a bodysuit too, and it was old. It was the
Yeah.
'60s.
But I don't mean I don't mean
Oh.
like
He looked
that
just like
because
the thing.
I would rather the thing be CGI. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
But like in the modern comics where he's more like rounded out, like his eyebrows are sharp and edgy. It's just like
Yeah.
the rounded shit. He's
No,
like
no.
orange with the cracks.
The
in it.
modern ones, he still has his eyebrow.
yeah, he
He's
looks
the
like
same
the
way.
newer one. right?
100%.
The
He
one
looks
that's
just like
coming
the
out.
one that's coming out.
So
he's,
what-
he's still the same way.
Like what you're talking about
100%.
is
It's like
is
the,
it like
the Spider-Man comic.
Niggas just
is it
don't
like the one
like.
from
They
from the
don't
Michael
like
B.
when
Jordan?
things
He looks
become
weird.
accurate.
is it the one from the Michael B.
Yeah, like a
Jordan?
little bit more rounded out.
They don't like when things are accurate. That's the thing.
No, like
Yeah.
when the
Fans never
Spider-Man
like it.
series, you know how Spider-Man used to hook up with the cartoons.
when
Spider-Man-
he was
Spider-Man
a
used to-
Fantastic
used to
Four
look it up.
member on Honorable.
Yeah, some,
And,
some
yeah.
shit on those crossover. Like,
You're
that's
talking
all
about
that's
Spider-Man and Friends.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
shit
Oh
like that.
shit!
Because he
I
had
like
a
that
bunch
stuff.
of people in there, and like, he had Johnny Storm. Johnny Storm's one of his best friends, and that's what I want them to incorporate in these two.
Mhm.
Johnny Storm and him being good friends.
So
If they
so
join it, if they have an Avengers team, I want them to be on the Avengers team together.
so you think the Fantastic Four they're gonna cross like it's a different universe, right?
It is, but I feel like in this universe, like how I feel like they're so like it's based on the '60s, but their technology is in the future. So their technology, let's say 3000, it's in the 3000s, but it's based on the '60s. That's the time frame it is.
Right.
So yeah, they might even just have a time machine already. They might even have fought Doom, and they might just be showing like previews of what they did in the past, like of how they became. You know what I mean?
Right.
They might even have a portal that takes them to another world. You know what I mean?
Like crossing dimensions.
Yeah,
and shit.
they're
Because
in
you
an
think
advanced timeline.
so the big bad guy is Galactus, right?
Yeah,
So you think Galactus is gonna like destroy the
and
world?
there's only one
Glad
Galactus.
he got to leave.
So that nigga,
Oh,
so Galactus could probably walk to another universe, for
Right.
real,
oh
and
shit!
he'd be chilling. So if they take his back for a ride, and
And
probably do that.
and the new Avengers is Doomsday, and the Fantastic Four is gonna be in there. So that's obviously the first like crossover, right?
Wait, say it again.
So the Fantastic Four is coming out. The Fantastic Four is gonna be in Avengers Doomsday. That's like the first crossover, right?
So what they say is
With different
only,
superheroes,
what
or that's like the first movie that the Fantastic Four is in our
They're crossing
universe.
timelines
Yeah.
to go into ours.
Like what,
Because we usually go to theirs.
Right.
what they say is they say that he's gonna be it's only Invisible Woman so far. So like
Wait,
they say she's the only one in Doomsday. So you
no, I
know
don't think so.
that's what it said in the when you go down on that list.
No,
Of confirmed actors.
Yeah, she's
no,
on.
it's not. It's
Oh,
not.
Pedro Pascal was on there too. I said no. I did see Pedro Pascal.
Nothing-
They didn't have the whole thing. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think that's the complete list.
No, I know. They're gonna have other people.
No,
other
I think
things.
the whole Fantastic Four is on that list.
But they still have Secret Wars. You feel me? So like some of them could be on Secret Wars. The whole Fantastic Four might not.
I forgot about.
They're not
Secret
all on
Wars.
the list. There's no way. I didn't see Joseph Quinn.
I think so.
I never seen Joseph Quinn on there. No,
Oh, shit.
I might have seen Pedro Pascal, but they still have Secret Wars out there. You feel me? So you don't know if they're gonna do Secret Wars during then because Spider-Man 4 is during them too. So you don't know if he's gonna be in Secret Wars. Just because he's not in Doomsday doesn't mean he's not gonna be leading them in Secret Wars.
He's got to be in Secret Wars. It's gonna be. It's
That's what I'm thinking.
He's gonna probably have the black suit in Secret Wars.
Like they,
You got to get the black
and what's
suit.
it called? Vision, bro. They still don't even know what's going on with Vision.
Oh
He
shit!
took down the White Vision's suit, and he's even more stronger than he was before.
And where is he right
Become
now?
OP?
He's gonna become OP. He said he put his intelligence into the suit, into that because it was a whole different vision, in WandaVision. So they made a vision to take her down, Wanda down because she created this whole world,
Right.
and the vision that she had was fake, but he ended up transferring all his knowledge into that vision after like having a psychological war with him. Like basically they just like thought about why they're fighting, like what are they doing, like maybe just think about this, and then he was like, I just can show you. Gave him all the information and he just flew off. I don't even know what's gonna happen with Vision. He should have. I don't know if he's gonna be in the show Armored Wars. You know what I mean? Because the Armored Wars is coming out. I think next year or this year, and that's with Riri Williams. But he could pop up in there. You know what I mean? Anybody like that could pop up in there. I'm trying to see what happened with Vision.
Honestly, you could do whatever they want. They just literally throw it in there. You don't even got to make sense. It could just be like at the end of the movie.
Man, that's the thing. It's got to make sense. Because if it don't make sense, they lost me. After Fantastic Four, Fantastic Four's trash. I can't watch it no more.
Can't watch it.
I can't watch the Marvel movies no more.
You think so? That's your
Yeah.
last straw.
Because like Fantastic Four, they're gonna be in Doomsday. I don't want to look at characters that are trash.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And then like the movies are getting trashed. Last time I seen Paul Rudd in a movie, he was trash. I'm not in a movie in
Oh,
the
Ant-Man?
Marvel movies. Ant-Man 3 was trash.
Yeah,
He's too much of a
that
kid,
shit
Too
had
much
high
joking
potential.
around with Kang when you know what I mean. This is the movie where you straighten up.
Like Kane got killed by ants. Now you seen Kang on the Breakfast Club, recently? Yeah, and he got asked if he would play.
So didn't he
And
actually
he said,
do it
yeah,
though?
he said that he did. He even said that he did. And he wrote her in a message. He said he did it. And he said like so like they don't even know if they're he was set. He was like he wrote Kevin Feige a letter, everything. It was and they were considering him till he went till she screenshotted his messages and said what he did. But like 3 days after that, he was married to Megan Good, so it didn't even matter.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. She didn't care about that.
You think it was like on some Illuminati arrangement type shit
Well, like him getting.
with his girl, and then this is the
It's to
only way
make
he
him
could
look
get
better.
away.
Yeah, it's probably to make him look
Yeah.
better. But he got that boxing movie coming out. That
The Creed spinoff?
not the boxing movie. He's got that. Does he have the Creed spinoff coming out?
I think so. I think it was in something.
Fire. He's
I
got
love
that one
Creed series.
bodybuilding movie coming out.
Mm.
And that's
Oh no.
he looked crazy. And
You
he's
think-
jacked.
You think that shit gonna go like bring him back?
I do think they wasted him on Kang though. They should have put him as somebody bigger. Like it could have made him anybody.
What do you mean?
You see how big he is?
Like you
Like,
think
why-
you think he should have played like a different role?
Yeah.
Like who do you think he should have played instead of King?
Bro, could have been anybody. Bro, could have been anybody else.
Like give me
Anything.
three actors. I mean
Could have been Blue
characters.
Marvel. Bro could have
Oh, sh-
he could have played what's it called in a younger series. He could have been the first Captain America in the younger series.
oh shit.
And who's the other
The
one?
OG Captain America.
The black one.
Yeah,
He could have been that dude.
the one before.
They could have made a
Steve
they could have
Rogers?
made a little series, a 6-part series with his story, where he got the trials on him and all the black people around him dying, and he was the one who survived it. They could have done a little story on him, and he could have played him. I just don't think. I think that his build is too big for Kang. Kang's kind of scrawny. You feel me? Like Kang is cool. Kang is a character, like a good character to have in there, but he's just not.
He's not Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, that's not him.
All right.
Fuck with that take, not gonna lie. Let me spin y'all off. What's your favorite superhero that doesn't have any actual superpowers?
Oh shit. Kick ass.
Big ass.
Did I say kick ass?
Yeah.
Or just Batman?
So
I say Batman. No, I say
Batman.
It's
Batman.
gotta be Batman,
Batman.
but now he got powers.
I mean,
Bro, he's a god, and he sits in the middle of the throne. He's the main god. Him.
yeah, what I'm saying,
Superman,
like,
what's it
Oh, yeah, but I know what you're talking about when he sits on the throne.
called? Yeah, it's probably Nightwing for me.
Nightwing.
Nah, he got powers for a little bit too, though. It's probably Nightwing.
Nah, but I mean, like, yeah.
yeah.
Mine is the Green Arrow. I think it's Green Arrow stuff.
Green Arrow. Yeah. He's laughing. He's probably fourth to Batman, fifth to Batman, or like I was saying before.
And another one.
Maybe second to Batman.
Batman's one.
You know,
fighting.
You know who Wildcat is?
Like,
He's
on the
like the
good side.
boxer.
Oh no, he's second to Batman. He even he trained with Batman. And
He just be throwing
in the-
hands. Boom, boom, boom.
he's like third to Batman. It's him. It would go, and he's good now too. He's actually good in the comics. He was
Yeah.
bad before.
Was he bad?
Yeah, he was
I
bad.
thought he was
before.
like a boxer, and I guess they gave him like the throwing the fight backstory, or he
Nah,
got
so
robbed.
like
or
that was the
something.
Green Arrow show. That whole show was fake.
Okay.
Green Arrow in that show, he's basically the Batman of the show. You know what I mean? They wanted to give him a Batman background, so they put him on the island just like Batman would be on the island. They had him get trained by Ra's al Ghul. You feel me? Like it was the Batman story. They never had the rights to Batman, so they had to use him. That's why they used Batgirl instead of putting Batman in this show. And when they finally acquired the rights to Superman, which Superman has to be one of the best shows, Superman and Lois, one of the
The
greatest shows.
cartoon one.
Nah, it's real.
Hold on.
It's with yeah, have you
Because
ever
there's
seen-
one.
seen
There's
Teen
a
Wolf?
cartoon. Teen Wolf.
Yeah, show.
Yeah.
The dude who plays Tyler in it,
Okay, that's
he
him.
plays Superman, and like you don't think that he would look like a Superman. You don't think he's perfect. He shows the right amount of strictness to Superman, and he shows the right amount of nobleness to Superman. Everything about him is the perfect Superman. So when I see the new Superman, David Cornset or whatever his name is, I see him having a hard time living up to Tyler Hoechlin. Very hard
But
time.
I'm saying, I never watched that Superman. So
But-
this Superman is gonna be. How many people you think actually watched that show? It was
100%.
popular.
Probably the whole world
I
watched
felt
that.
like the CW was spamming shows. Was it on
That's
the
the
CW?
thing. Every CW show had a terrible ending, had a terrible last season. That show went through every season being good, and like you could sit there and watch it. I could probably go back and watch it next month and be fulfilled. You know what I mean? And it just ended like 3 months ago. I could probably rewatch the whole show. And it's the thing, like you're not gonna like one of the characters, and it's Jordan. He's the other son that shouldn't have existed. But like at the end of the day, like that's how kids are. Like that's how a 15-year-old would act. You know what I mean? And I hated his character. I'm not
So
gonna
wait,
lie.
Superman got a brother in this?
No, so like there's two sons. Superman got a son named he got Jordan, and he got
Oh, so this is set like in the future.
yeah,
he
so
got kids.
It's where he actually got his kids.
Oh yeah.
What's his other son's name? Jordan wasn't even the real one. Jordan and shoot,
I didn't even know he had.
yeah, he actually got kids.
So is this like, because I seen in the comics too that it's like Superman's kid be running around with Damian fighting crime together.
Yeah,
Same
that's-
timeline.
That's
or
not
different?
Jordan. That's the other one.
Oh, that's the other one.
It's his name, bro.
No, but what do you think about the new Batman
The new
in
Batman
the
that's gonna
future?
come out.
Yeah, like the Batman Brave and the Bold.
I think that's going. If they get Alan Richardson or somebody of his build, and they make him fight like Ben Affleck with Christian Bale's not even Christian Bale, with Robert Pattinson's detective work.
Detective word.
They do that. That's cool.
And they cook
Because actually, Alan Richardson is the perfect person for that too. Because in Jack Reacher, he's so freaking smart. His detective work, he picks up things. He could just look at it. He's a Sherlock Holmes modern time. You feel me? He would be so perfect. I'm sorry. He would be so perfect for him. I'm set
Yeah.
on him.
He's tough, and I liked him even in Blue Mountain State.
Oh,
He's tough.
Him and Blue Mountain, him and Stad.
Yeah.
He was perfect in Blue Mountain State, and he could show his range. He was even in Smallville. He played Aquaman.
Oh, really?
I mean, yeah. I don't think
Oh, no.
I think he played a perfect Aquaman. I think he was even in Titans. He played Hawk.
Yo, you're tapped in with all the shows.
Oh.
Like, I stick to the comics and the animated movies.
I watched.
I
everything.
watched Titans. I watched the first season, and then I wasn't really.
First, second, and third
I
season.
wasn't really.
Half of the third season is good, and then like they get into that fourth season that's terrible. And they bring the dude from Vampire Diaries and his name. I watched everything. I'm not gonna lie. They brought the dude from Vampire Diaries, Klaus, and that, and he was terrible. Like they could have done him so good. He's such a menacing person. Like
Right.
in that show in Vampire Diaries, he's such a menacing role that they kind of electrode him. I feel like they in Amazing Spider-Man 2, where he was a nerd. He was I
He's a
didn't.
fan?
Yeah, he was just a fan. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that role where he was a nerd. And he was powerless and this and that. And then powerful. He I didn't like that. He could have just and then
Wait, who's that?
when they brought him back,
Jamie Foxx, isn't
yeah,
it?
Jamie Foxx. When they brought him back in
Oh.
No Way Home,
Yeah.
the character development was different, and it's like he was about to die. Like, I just think that it stick with the character development or don't have it.
But you think were they trying to take a new angle on him? Because like
Yeah,
for that movie, it's Spider-Man. It's supposed to be a little lighthearted. What's funnier than a
It wasn't lighthearted
nerd
at
dick
all.
sucker that once he got power, he kind of like
every movie somebody
toughened
died.
up. Yeah, but
Every movie there was somebody that died in it, except in Spider-Man 1. I don't know if anybody died in it.
sometimes you gotta drop them off.
Spider-Man 2, somebody
Lizard
died.
didn't die.
Spider-Man 3, somebody died.
Lizard didn't die.
In Spider-Man 1? No, I'm
Wait, the uncle died.
talking about No Way Home.
Oh, the Uncle
I'm
always
talking about those versions.
Those Spider-Mans. Oh shit, yeah.
I think somebody died in the first one.
character
No,
development.
Yeah, No Way Home. May died.
Yeah, in the third one, May died. You feel me? Like, I think it. Not little.
That's
I
On the second one, Mysterio died.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I don't think he died for real.
You think he's still like lurking
Yeah,
around?
for real. He's definitely still around, but he won't
You
come
gotta
back.
bring him back. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Nah, because
Fire actor.
he's
He was supposed to be
tough.
Spider-Man.
For real.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, when Tobey Maguire hurt his back for Spider-Man 2,
Oh,
he was going to take his place.
nah, that would have been tough. But I think Tobey Maguire was great as Spider-Man.
Yeah, for sure.
About it.
For sure, 100%.
Great. And even Andrew Garfield, I think he was a good Spider-Man for how they did the movie. That made sense for him.
Nah, yeah, he bodied that.
'Cause,
He
like,
talked
Perfect
about that.
Spider-Man, too cool Peter Parker.
Which one's that?
Oh yeah.
That's
Andrew
Andrew
Garfield.
Garfield.
Oh, okay.
What's it called? Was a perfect Peter Parker,
Okay.
and he was a perfect Spider-Man for that time.
Mhm.
And but he was too corny. That's the thing.
I
Like-
feel like that's how Peter Parker would have been. He's
Yeah.
corny.
So like he's corny to a funny extent. Like if you look at him, he's just corny.
Mm,
Like Spider-Man's jokes hit.
yeah.
And
But they're, like, smarter.
Andrew Garfield's, his jokes hit every time he was making a wit. You know what I mean? The first time, the third time you watch that movie, they hit. Well, after the fourth time, fifth time, probably not, but you can still laugh at it. You know what I mean? But like they hit. But if you watch that movie once, you're not gonna laugh at that movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not laughing at his jokes. But it is Spider-Man. It is Spider-Man. It is like Spider-Man though.
Right.
I could admit that. It is like Spider-Man, but he wasn't the best Spider-Man.
Who, Andrew Garfield?
No.
Oh, Toby.
Toby. Andrew's the best Spider.
I feel like
That's
Toby
what
was
Parker-
so great
Yeah.
that you forgot the fact that this was an old ass nigga playing.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
yeah.
True or false?
30 something
Yeah.
playing Spider-Man.
Right, and I'd be like, damn. Until somebody actually said it, I never even noticed it.
That was the last time.
Andrew
Sean-
Garfield was pretty old too. He was like 30.
Yeah, but he looked like a little ass kid.
Yeah, he still could if he shaves off. He looks 30 now.
Yeah.
He just looks 30 now though.
He looked like an actual
They need
teenager.
to, like, I don't know why why doesn't Sony just make him like that universe's Spider-Man and then
Because
just
they-
develop like
They
Miles
really messed up.
Morales?
They messed up too much. Where Adrian Toomes, the Vulture, already seen Morbius, and Morbius already said, "I am Venom" in that world. You know what I mean? Stating that Venom is in the same world as Spider-Man. So you know what I mean? Like at the end of,
You think it's a different Spider-Man? Not the same Spider-Man?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know because they had the same Vulture. You know what I mean? Michael Keaton was in prison. You know what I mean? He wasn't free. He was still in the same state. He was in no way in the first Spider-Man. So like if he's in there from then till 2019, you know what I mean? Like that's like how are the same like why would the same Vultures be in prison? They were trying to get a Sinister Six started. And like if Morbius is alone in a movie, I think it's gonna be like how it turned out. But if he's in a movie with a bunch of people and it's not shining light on his character, I think that the movie could be solid. The Sinister Six movie.
You think, not to cut you off,
No,
this
you're
is
good.
totally off
done.
topic.
I was done. You're good.
Which Rhino should they choose, or should they just scrap both of them and start over?
Which Rhino?
Which Rhino? CGI Rhino or the guy in the suit Rhino? Am I missing another one? I think those are the only two, right?
So like they
Or
need
like
to
the Andrew Garfield Rhino?
Mhm.
they need to go with the one.
I think they have different because the Spider-Mans have different because the Andrew Garfield one is like the ultimate version.
They should get rid of both of them and do a big dude in that suit.
And that Rhino suit,
The Rhino
and
suit.
there's just like a circle,
Skin tight suit that's
Yeah.
made out of one of the strongest metals.
right? Or like I like Rhino skin,
Yeah.
mystified. Nah,
But
but
it can't be like I mean that Rhino in Craven was the closest thing we got to Rhino, but
that's
I
an
didn't,
actual
I,
Rhino.
I
They
didn't-
did bad with the design.
I didn't want him to be. I wanted him to be a big dude in a suit.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted. I
like
didn't- I didn't want him to-
in a gray
get a
rubber
serum.
suit type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Skin
That would
tight,
have been tight.
not in this.
Well, you say skin tight too many times, brother. We're gonna see that shit.
Hey yo, but that's how it was.
Nah, for real, that's
Straight
how
up,
it is.
Straight up, they
That would have been tough. It's just like a juiced up Bane type in
Yes.
a Rhino suit.
yeah.
Mm.
Going
And
crazy.
even in the Ultimate Spider-Man show, they had a kid. They had him as a kid, and he took a serum, but he was able to go in a suit. He was a big dude in a suit still. Even if they did that, it would have hit.
Man.
But I'm pretty sure they killed Rhino in the Craven thing. Didn't they kill him? Yeah, they
I
killed
tuned
him.
out.
They
I'm not
killed
gonna
him
lie.
in that.
I thought it was a decent movie, but that shit, I think it was too much. Because he
It's
was
just-
flying on top of a truck.
Like you said, it's a decent movie. I mean, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
you
Like
good.
I know I cut you off this time. It's a decent movie, but it just wasn't Craven.
Mm.
It wasn't a Craven movie. He was a hunter, and it would have been great as a movie that wasn't associated with Marvel at all. It would have been great. But once you hear Craven in the title, he wasn't Craven. And like I said before, I always think that the Butcher from The Boys, perfect Craven. He could have done a Russian accent. I feel like people with Australian accents, I feel like they can do accents better than us. You know what I mean? And he just looks more like
You
Craven.
just
to me.
need somebody who's like tough looking with a golden mustache and like
Yes.
he has slick back hair, right? Don't he got some gray on the side too? Well, the older version.
It depends on like which one you're using.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel like the older Craven would
Ponytail.
be better.
He's chilling. You know, he got a pony. Sometimes he got a ponytail. Sometimes his hair's out. You know what I mean? But most of the time, he's more gritty. He's not
Mhm.
more. He's not more like they gave him a hero type complex, and he's not.
Yeah.
He's not a hero. He's more like he's got more of a conceited.
He's a mercenary.
I can
type.
take anybody down complex.
Right.
He was more of a too caring complex, and he don't care about nobody but himself except the next kill. You know what I mean? That's how he should have been. Like he should care about the next kill.
But I felt like during the movie, it was like he didn't want to kill until he had to.
Exactly, and that's how it shouldn't have been.
And I feel like, I
How
feel like
his dad
comics,
was?
like the Cravens was,
Yeah,
like he was just, this is big game. I want to get it, and that's it. Like he wants to hunt it down.
hit Russell Crowe.
Mm.
That was Craven. Like how he was, how menacing he was. He should have been Craven. I mean, this is the build up to how Craven like starts up on his own.
Mm.
So like obviously his brother did him dirty, whatever,
Right.
blah blah blah. So maybe he'll be menacing in a number 2, but like it's never gonna get to a number 2 after how that movie was.
Right.
You know, he should have always been menacing. You feel me? His father was menacing. His father was just he even had an accent. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And he, oh yeah, I'm sorry, Aaron Taylor Johnson. He is British, so he could have done an accent, but the whole movie, he decided to do an American accent. What is up with that?
And I felt like they should have given him something a little bit more foreign.
They should have made. He was Russian in the beginning. He was talking Russian throughout some parts, and then he did a Russian. He spoke Russian,
Mm.
but like in the rest of the movie, he hid his Russian accent. Like, why would you do that? What's the point of that?
You know what I would have done?
Yeah, it should be like a Serbian
He's
accent.
not.
Serbian.
He's not
something
afraid
like
of nothing, and he doesn't hide his. He wouldn't hide his accent from anybody. He's proud of everything that he
that.
comes
He
from.
does.
He's proud of everything.
But I feel like they should have taken the John Wick route, where when he had to talk, they put that thick ass accent on, but the rest of the movies is him throwing hands
I'm cool with that.
and throwing hands for an hour. I would have been better with that.
Him hunting,
Like
showing
him using a
off.
lion to chop somebody's head off,
He should have been. He should have
getting
been.
a whale to eat
He
something.
should have been hunting humans.
That's not really what he does, but you know.
He should have been hunting humans, and
Oh, whale.
then a Spider-Man shows up at the end and be like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to put an end to this."
Yeah.
You feel me? It was kind of like how Black Adam.
Wait,
how Black Adam had Superman at the end.
Where did it take
He was like,
place?
You're not gonna,
They're in Africa, aren't they? There was Buffalo, or I don't know where they were. I'm not gonna lie to you. They
Where
were
did it take
somewhere
place?
foreign.
I don't know, but
They had
you feel
wildlife
me?
around
You
there.
feel me? Spider-Man.
That seemed like a safari, right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man
it's
had the
like a
Iron
safari.
Spider-Man suit. You know, he still has that suit, but it's not like his main suit.
Well, Iron Man.
And
I mean,
Spider-Man, you know.
Spider-Man took it back to the classics.
Yeah, so like he took it back, but he could probably get that. Well, no, he don't have that suit anymore.
What are you talking about?
No, but at that,
Talking about like
no,
like
never
in
mind.
Craven?
You don't
No,
got it no
forget
more?
what I
That
said.
shit got destroyed.
no, it's because like they forgot about him entirely.
Mhm.
Everybody forgot about him. So,
So he don't got
Yeah.
access.
if he even
That's a
wanted to
different
go
universe,
to-
though. What are you talking about?
you never know if it is or not.
You think Craven is in the same universe as Tom Holland?
showed
Spider-Man?
Did you see No Way
That would have
Home?
been tough if they actually connected.
Did you see No Way Home where they showed all the people in the sky? They showed all the people in the sky.
Oh yeah.
Rhino. They showed. You feel me? Like they gotta be in that world now or something. It's gotta be something like that.
Mm.
They like
I don't think
if they just put that in there like that and they didn't do anything with it. Like I said, Marvel like we said, Marvel is going downhill, and like that's another reason why Marvel should go downhill.
I mean,
Yes. Wait, aren't they? Isn't Marvel doing a whole reset after Secret Wars?
That's what they're
A
saying.
mini
They're
reset.
doing it Avengers versus X-Men before that though. So like that's probably not
they're
their
fighting each other.
yes. And that's
I thought they were gonna team up.
that's what happens. They team up after that, become the Uncanny Avengers. But they're trying to bring that before people die. I'm pretty sure this is going to come out 2030 probably most date. That's probably because that's farther down the line. And Patrick Stewart, you know what I mean? He's going to have to come back for it. They might if he dies, they'll probably bring back the newer X-Men cast for it. But after that, after maybe 2030, 2035, they're probably going to start up a whole new.
We're talking about
Avengers
10
thing.
years in the future,
Yeah.
bro.
They're probably going to start up a whole new
10
Avengers,
years in the
Avengers and
future.
everything.
Wait, but speaking about like Craven, what do you think about like the rumors of his brother Chameleon being in Spider-Man 4?
So like when I think about that, I think that he could be in it, but ultimately
As the main villain, you think?
Nah. Ultimately, I'll stick with Wilson Fisk.
Oh, okay.
Hiring,
Fisk, you think?
the Kingpin.
So
hiring a bunch of. They even had Daredevil in the third one. You feel me? It connects it. Shows that they're in the same universe. Shows that they're in the same world. Kingpin's hiring a bunch of people. He hires Chameleon. You know what I mean? He hires all the villains that came out there. And since
just to track them down.
since Daredevil's in there, you feel me? Yeah, just to track them down, just to find out who people are. You know what I mean? Since Daredevil was in it, Scorpion was introduced in Iron Fist, so he could hire Scorpion. He could hire him.
There's an intertwine. I did hear a rumor that they the old cast and because what do they call the Defenders with
Yeah.
Luke Cage and
Oh,
Heard
Jessica.
they coming back too, yeah.
Yeah,
As
like
long as they got a good storyline, but I don't want Iron Fist back. I want them
Why
to
not?
do. He's trash. Have you seen the show?
I stopped after 5 episodes.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I think I like Luke Cage a little bit better than that one. But Jessica Jones, I think I saw like 2 episodes of South
He's also the guy from Game of Thrones, the dude in Iron Man, Iron Fist. He was getting banged by the king of the Baratheon king.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was that dude. He was the
I remember that.
yeah he was
Playing Game of Thrones.
yeah he was getting banged by the brother of the king of the Baratheon dude. But
And you
I
remember
feel
that,
like-
right?
Nah, I just watched it. I literally
Nah,
just
Game
watched
of Thrones is good, bro.
I've literally
Everything makes
seen-
sense, even though
season. I literally seen all of season 2 last yesterday.
Oh,
you're
shit.
making me want.
Oh, you be binge watching it.
I just binge watched it yesterday. Yeah, and then
Oh,
I'm
shit.
telling you,
I'm
bro.
on like episode 6 of season 3 right now.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's a solid show. I watch it almost everything.
I be hearing that
When-
shit. Good praise.
But I gotta see
Let's
that.
turn.
But he was a terrible Iron Fist. His fighting wasn't better than Daredevil, and that's something that's always gonna get to me. If his fighting was better than Daredevil, I can get through the show.
It should have been better than
Should
Daredevil,
have
right?
been 10 times. Should have been 10 times better than Daredevil because he's literally living in a place where you like a Batman type place. You feel
Right.
me? Imagine Batman versus Iron Fist. That would be a great fight.
Oh.
With Iron Fist not using his abilities, it'd be a great fight. He's in a place getting trained by
Monks.
monks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the Iron Fist, supposed to be one of the best fighters in there, and Daredevil was holding his own against him.
He's
Daredevil is one of
he's top.
His senses
He's
go
top what in the Marvel universe of fighting.
up hands.
Top what of fans?
Shit, he might even be top 10.
No, only top 10.
Probably
What
top
was-
10, top
Probably
5.
on
And
top 10.
who's the best fighter in the Marvel? You think?
I don't know.
That's
Not gonna
why.
lie, I have no idea.
Top 3. Say like top 3 at least.
Because I'd say top 3. Daredevil's got to be on there.
Daredevil.
Taskmaster. No, I didn't say Daredevil. I meant Deadpool. Deadpool's on there because Taskmaster versus Deadpool. Taskmaster can't master any of his skills.
Ooh, Taskmaster is nice.
Nah, Taskmaster has to be like top 15.
Top 15.
Yeah.
You just have
I mean,
to be
yeah.
unorthodox.
Yeah, but-
He
But
can
he-
master some people's skills for
Yeah.
real, like Hawkeye. But even Hawkeye is up there too. Hawkeye's got to be like top 14.
Oh, sorry.
And like if Hawkeye really fights Taskmaster, he could
But I
probably.
feel like Marvel, like just hands wise, I don't think they got enough characters that actually just throw hands. Because if you think about Hawkeye,
They have so many characters. You just
That
don't
just
explore.
throw
Yeah,
hands?
You're not exploring. You feel me? Like
Say top 5 right now.
say
top
top
5.
5 that just throw hands and don't rely on their ability. Like Hawkeye relies on his arrows a
So
lot.
in the beginning, it was what's it called?
That shit
The
feel
name
like a
of
like a
it
like
was
a
Black Widow. It was Black Widow.
Black Widow.
It was
Black Widow throws hands. All right, I'll
Yeah.
give you that one.
What's his name? It was him. He didn't have any abilities.
Oh,
Four.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, but
He didn't have any abilities before.
how long was he actually introduced in the comics before he got his powers from the rings?
A long time. He didn't even have power.
So they added that in the future?
He never even has powers from the rings. He just has like abilities. He has abilities like Iron Fist, but it didn't come up until like he was a really natural fighter, and he barely uses his abilities in the comics. That's the crazy thing. Since his fighting is so skilled, honestly, he's probably number 1 on the list. Since his fighting is so skilled, he could probably handle anybody. Moon Knight is another one. Moon Knight is another fighter too.
Ooh.
Moon Knight's
Moon Knight has
probably number
ability
2.
But I'm just talking about pure hands.
I meant like in general. I meant like,
Yeah.
but him.
Because I know, like, there's arcs where any superhero would just be throwing hands. Boom, boom, boom.
So Deadpool is nice though. Deadpool's top 5.
Yeah,
At
About
least.
Captain America. Well,
Captain
he has
America-
a serum.
Captain America has the serum, yeah. So
Yeah.
no, he don't really count.
Bucky, we got an arm.
Bucky, when he wasn't Bucky,
Was he throwing hands like that? I don't know.
he
Like
was.
what-
He was a little sidekick, and
like the Winter Soldier.
so
So is that a Robin
when he
type?
wasn't Winter Soldier, when he was just Bucky, he was a Robin type. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was literally just fighting people, and he was skilled at it. But he was never like older. He was never big. He was like
He was just a kid.
he was like a
Because then he
16,
died when
18-year-old
he
kid.
died.
18-year-old kid, and he was like.
I don't even think he was 18. I feel like he was
might have
young.
been 15. Yeah, he was
I feel
like
like he
a
was
Robin
young.
type. Because back in
That's
the
when he
day,
died?
back in the war.
Well, that's right. He said he died before he got taken in.
Then
Oh,
again,
shit.
yeah, back in the war, you could have been any age. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
13 years old, and that's when you.
Right, yeah. What was
So,
it, the
yeah.
50s, the 30s? They
I-
could have done whatever he
I'm
wanted.
pretty sure he was 13. Yeah, he probably was
He was
13.
probably ripping cigs with
And
Steve
Captain
Rogers in the back.
And Captain America was the same. He was the same. He was older than him. He was like 10 years older than him, but he was the same type of skinniness, same type of build. Gets serum on him, gets bigger. You know, takes him as a sidekick. He's one of the skilled fighters. It got to be him. Got to be him for sure.
All right, throwing hands like that, though.
I think he was throwing hands like that with Nazis
All right.
and all the things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Punisher.
So
Punisher.
Punisher out
Punisher's
there
out
too.
there.
Like top
I
five?
mean, I'm not top 5. Like you said, name 5 people on the list.
Oh,
You know what I'm
that's,
saying? Like that, yeah.
that's out
No,
there.
Punisher. Yeah, he has.
Punisher's crazy.
So
But I mean, Daredevil got to be. He's not. Where's he at on the list?
Daredevil's basically got spider sense when it comes to
Oh,
people.
Daredevil?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it is the
It's
the
like
shit
sonar.
that was
He can
thrown
still
on
see-
almost mutant.
Well, I mean, then again, like
I feel like
he
that's
can
his
still,
only.
he can still
power.
see. You know what I mean? But he can sense things. That's his only power.
He sees in sonar.
Yeah. So like in a way, he's basically
Ben Affleck was a good Daredevil.
corny. Jake and what's it called? Colin
Never
Farrell was the
look
worst.
funny.
Was the worst bullseye. Colin Farrell.
Oh yeah, that,
He's the perfect penguin man.
that shit.
Oh, Penguin,
Oh,
yeah.
he
You seen,
would.
the,
Fire.
you seen the Penguin show?
Yeah,
Fire.
it's tough.
One of the
I like.
greatest.
I like
one of the
how
greatest shows. That like, well, you got to be one of the greatest.
Super like
That show is one of the greatest HBO shows. One of the greatest supervillain shows, superhero-based super shows. You know what I mean? Just like Superman and Lois. I'd give them
same
back to
rating.
back. I'd give them the back-to-back
I
show.
liked it. I like when they take time to do
So you really
character
like that?
development like that.
as Superman Lois.
100%. I think y'all would get into
I like
that.
that shit.
And like he was fighting. He wasn't just Superman. You know what I mean? He showed a stern side. He wasn't
like,
just
what-
like a
Like a
good boy.
family.
He wasn't just a good boy. Yeah,
What's the
once he had kids, he was a protector. You feel me? He wasn't just
What's like basically like the story of Superman and Lois, like a quick
so.
summary.
Let's say like a 40-year-old Superman, probably 44,
So like a retired Superman basically.
not retired. He's still Superman, but he has kids now, and
His kids got superpowers.
they don't in the beginning.
Oh shit.
So like none of them have superpowers. And Jordan and Joseph, no, it's not Joseph. Freak. His name is. I just had his name, but Jordan and the other one, it's another J name.
Right.
They both are just normal kids. One of them's a star football player, whatever, and one of them never fits in. He's a loser. That one gets powers first, and that's Jordan. And then the other one doesn't get his abilities until the last one, but it takes forever to master his abilities. You see him start mastering them like finally in the 4th season. As soon as Jonathan, it's his name, Jonathan. As soon as Jonathan comes out, he's a natural born leader. Like he becomes a firefighter.
So it's
whatever,
basically
blah, blah,
about
blah.
Superman's like family life.
But no, it's about his family life. Flash. It's basically it is Superman. 100%. It's Superman. He's fighting. He just trains his son. His son's barely fighting. He doesn't even let him do a bunch of work. But as soon as it comes down to the point where he needs them,
They team up.
They come.
They all got suits and shit.
At the last episode, they all get suits.
Like,
It's fire. The suits look fire too. They have the new 52 suit from the comics, and they have Jonathan's normal suit too.
well,
But they don't have the cape. Oh yeah, they don't need the capes. They don't have capes. But they're hard. Yeah, I really do recommend that show. Lex Luthor was a good Lex Luthor. It's just like he they didn't get to that like too like
So they still
No,
beefing
he was
even
always
after all those years.
he was always a great Lex Luthor. Yeah, they're still beefing. And this is a different reason why they're beefing now. He's not even beefing with Superman.
Oh,
He's beefing with Lois, and like it's a really good reason. It's a really good reason why. Like she lies on his name, and like all the criminal activity that he does do, she lies on him for one thing. You feel me? And it's like
the worst shit you can lie about.
I'd say like kind of, and like this is right when he had his daughter, and he was like not changing the new way. He was still on his type of path, but like after that, it was kind of like, yeah, I'm going after
Just on
Superman,
site.
going after Superman even harder now. Like, and then like she took him away from her, and then he took it was kind of back and forth. Like, you gotta watch that show.
I'll look into it. Now let's move on to this week's conspiracy theory. As y'all know, when I have these sunglasses on, I am the awoken one, bro. Wally, I don't know if you've been caught up on the lore, but I've been diving into these conspiracy theories, and I've been right on a couple. Melly,
I like how last episode you said you were right on all of them, and now you're saying only a couple.
I was right on most of them. The other ones didn't happen yet. So you know how. So I don't know if you saw these recent reports now that remote viewing has become so popular that they're bringing up the unclassified CIA documents that they found the tomb of Anubis and some entities are protecting it, and they used the remote viewers to find that. Did you see that post?
No.
No. So apparently, the CIA had a program where they took ESPs and then they had them do remote viewing. Do you know what remote viewing is?
Yeah.
Like when you can see shit, but it's not actually there.
Mm-hmm.
They found the tomb in Anubis, and this guy's record was 50%. He was 50% accurate on stuff he was using. It's a pretty good odds.
Okay.
So I spoke about remote viewing in the last episode. Then a couple of days after that, this classified CIA becomes declassified and is back up. I'm just saying I'm ahead of the curve. Y'all should really listen to me. So this week's conspiracy theory, I'm thinking about nuclear warfare. I think we don't have nukes to protect us from each other. Let's say if another country nukes another country, we retaliate. We're using it as a red button in case the aliens get out of line. The aliens need Earth because they don't have access to wood everywhere. And what does trees do? Create oxygen. So let's say if an alien gets out of line, you just got to nuke it. If you really want us dead, we're going to do it ourselves. You're not reaping our rewards. What do y'all think about that? Because if you think about it, right?
Nuke.
So
why would you
what I
nuke?
was gonna say.
Why would we nuke each other knowing that it's game over for everybody?
Right.
As humans, we're on that. Damn, I'm not even in frame. As humans, our instinct is to try to survive, right? So I think the aliens need us for wood. That's why most of the alien abductions happen in the woods. Come on. They're harvesting our trees, taking them to another planet to cultivate other planets.
In the woods
And
or
the
in the
woods.
sea? Because I do
in
see
the
a
sea
lot of
too?
UFO sightings in the sea.
I was about to say, do y'all believe
in the
in space?
ocean.
That was gonna be my
So
my next
that's
thing.
what I was seeing thing about firmament. Is that what it's
Because-
called?
Ooh,
This is the
firmament.
Firmament. Yeah.
And this is where I think that if we had like some type of aliens, this is where they would be. You know, Antarctica isn't even fully explored yet
Why isn't it?
because they have other
Exactly.
things. They have other things over on that side. That's what I. that's
like
what I
another
think.
world.
Yeah, that's
I
probably
seen that shit.
100%. That's probably where Area 51 and all that stuff is.
There's actually
They probably have like a whole bunch of land over there. They probably
like unexplored
yeah,
shit.
learn it. It's explored, just not by us. You feel me?
So I think of it as Hunter x Hunter. You know how they have to go
Yeah.
into that other world.
Yeah.
Oh
You
shit.
think? There's little theories about that, bro.
I
do
don't
you
believe
know?
in space though.
You don't think there's anything up there?
I think that was fake.
So you know what
So
I
what do you
heard,
think it
though?
is? Like, what do you think is out there?
No, I don't. I think it's up there. I think it's up there, but I don't believe they went up I
To
don't
the
think-
moon?
I don't think they did that yet.
So what
You
I
don't
was
think they've been to the moon yet?
I think every time they tried,
It
it
was
just
fake.
crashed and exploded.
wait, how about this? there was a theory that I saw somebody explain on TikTok saying that the moon, the race to space was real. We beat the Russians there, and then the aliens told us we don't belong here. Get back. So they had to go back and film everything in a studio.
Yeah, that's what they want you to say. Like, why would the you feel me? Like, why? Like, obviously that's fake.
What?
I'm like,
So you think
Do you think the moon landing
people
was
say
fake?
that is hell yeah.
Do you think the aliens were up in space though? Nah.
Well, no, they could be. I think they are.
Uh,
I feel like they do get transmissions and stuff because we do get the same transmission from the same
Right.
area. I do believe that, but I don't believe that they came.
They
Well,
were
then
like, they
again,
pulled up
not space. We had to go to space because satellites. You feel me?
space race, yeah. But I'm
But then
thinking
again,
about it like
how do you
this:
know they
why
had
do
to-
we have satellites
How do you-
orbiting around in space when we could build a whole HUD on the moon?
But how do we even know the satellites are even really up there? How do you know they're not here and they're just like circulating?
So when they
energy?
send astronauts up to space, that shit's just fake.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Oh,
That's what I think for real.
damn, it gets deep.
But Antarctica for real, since we haven't explored that part.
Do you think like, what if
And
you
if you
just
do,
wanted
you can
to?
get shot down if you go
Mm.
over there. You feel me? Like it's that type of time. Like,
What's the lady that flew across the ocean?
Amelia
And she,
Talking about
Earhart?
Amelia
you
Earhart.
think she went up
probably,
there?
She probably got shot down.
Yeah,
No,
like
didn't
she got
she?
lost.
Didn't she get lost like in the Bermuda Triangle?
That's what they want you to
Think
think.
that, that's the thing. That's probably that's where everybody gets lost. You feel me?
Bermuda Triangle.
Well, how close
Nah.
is that to Antarctica? I don't think that's
No,
No,
close.
that's
I'm
far.
not saying that. I'm saying that's probably
Oh,
the real place everybody just gets lost. After that, it's done. Like that, like they get shot down. You feel me?
yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like you get held at gunpoint if you try to
That's what I'm
cross over. there.
saying. Would you ever explore over there? If you had like the resources,
Can
like
I?
your
I
Batman.
die. As soon as I go over there, I'm getting shot down.
You got it. But I'm saying
If
like,
I-
you
if-
got infinite money. You can make yourself into Iron Man type.
In
I don't think
Antarctica.
anybody wants people to know about
Oh,
what's
yeah.
over there. I don't think anybody could do it. It's a select few people.
Right.
You gotta be well. If I was extra smart and I was that person, maybe. It just depends.
He's saying if you were Tony Stark and you were able to like go like explore that
Like you
at the
explore
Antarctica,
that.
you would explore it.
Like you gotta
Yeah,
go
because
against the government.
Because who knows?
whoever's
We
over
could
there.
find another land out there like Namor. We could find that or Wakanda type time. You know what I mean? You can find a lot of things out there, and like you don't even know. Like that part of the Antarctica could be warm. It could be like beautiful over there. You know what I mean? Because you know how some parts of the place, some parts of the area snow, and some parts don't. You feel me? It could be that type of time. We don't know how time or how anything works over
over
that side. Yeah.
That's true. No, but do you think? Because this is what I was thinking about in the moon. So why don't we all go to the moon? We make a base, right? And then from there we have like, all right, we take a ship from Earth to the moon, and then we stop at the moon, refuel, and then keep going, see what else is out there, and keep moving along like that.
That shit is
That's
just
the
too
thing,
far
like-
away though.
So like the density, like the ship would, like as you go into space further, like there's stars and all this stuff, all this stuff. You feel me? The density of it would probably crush the spaceship or destroy the spaceship in type of way, or move the spaceship towards the stars. And
But we send droids to other planets. We can use
Oh,
them
yeah.
that's
as
the
material.
thing, sending droids. But like you feel me? Like a
Think
small,
about it.
you know, but
The
like
robots we
smaller
got on
thing
Mars.
is easier to control than a bigger thing. You know what I mean? Like if you have a big ship and it's like going towards, you're not going to be able to, you know.
I'm saying
And those
that
are
would have
faster.
been
You know what I
great
mean?
to do. Like you just go to this planet, cultivate it a little bit, boom, move on to the next planet, make a base there, and just keep hopping planets.
We also have to go with if the ship would withstand it, like all the travel. You know what I mean? And then like we get to a point at the time, and that ship is like kind of destroyed. You know,
Right.
taking our oxygen levels or whatever. Or what if the ship gets destroyed and like we don't have a way back to like where we're supposed to go? You know, what I mean?
I feel like if you want to take that adventure, you're gonna have to take that L.
Some
There's no guarantee of coming back.
also some planets you can't even land on. So imagine you try to go land on the planet,
Oh,
you
true.
fall right through. You're done.
Like the gas giants and
Yeah.
shit like that,
Some
where it
planets,
rains diamonds and
but that's what they say. Also, you feel me? You never
Never
know.
know.
Like there might be other people on
that's
the
what they
planet.
want you to think, bro. Yo,
And-
I heard this theory. It's called the imprisonment theory, where they're using us to farm negative emotions, and that's how they get their energy. Now, by they, I mean aliens or higher beings. How do y'all feel about that? Like, the world that we live in is shitty because that's what they want us to be.
And do you think, like, because an idea comes from everything. This kind of reminds me like the egg clown, how they feed off the energy. You
Right.
think it's kind of like that?
Yeah. Kind of like Monsters Inc.
Or like
They sustain their whole energies by getting the kids to scream in terror.
or like Mary Poppins, she basically needs kids to get the energy.
Exactly.
You know, they said that Mary Poppins and the egg clown are like the same type of entities.
I believe it.
Like-
You think Mary Poppins was popping it? For real?
Shit, I hope so.
She was pretty. Like the
She was
person
probably
later,
going, she was probably going crazy with the umbrella.
both of them. Shit,
Well, you said both of them?
and then 1 and 2, she was bad.
Like the old ones?
Yeah, she was pretty
shit.
bad.
I don't remember that shit.
I think.
She was
Final
like Prince-
thoughts?
She was like Disney bad, like Disney Cinderella bad.
Alright.
Yeah,
What age were you watching that at?
shit. That's
You had to be like 3 years old.
I had to be like 5.
And you're like, damn, she's
No, I
bad.
mean no, that she came out like before me,
Yeah.
before the time, like
But I was like, when did he first see the movie and fell in love with Mary Poppins?
probably like 5. I
5?
wanted her to feed me some fucking sugar, bro. Help the medicine go down, my nigga.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
that does it for episode 13 of the High Notes podcast, the Hero Sode DC. So, what are we calling this?
The Wally so
The Wally Sode. There we go. Any final thoughts before we end this?
where's Romo, man? We need Romo back.
Romo vlog coming
I
soon.
don't know. I think you guys had a good replacement.
Nah, we did.
We had a
I was
good
Solid
listening,
conversation,
Thanks.
bro.
Yeah.
It's good because it's like, I like when somebody knows a lot about shit I'm
He could
interested
just,
in.
or he could just go
Word.
off for shit.
Just go
Word.
talking about like superheroes. Like, that's like, I'm really locked in. I've been a superhero fan my whole life.
Me too.
Now I feel like Wally's like a good like co-host type shit. 'Cause
Word.
he could just talk about anything type shit.
Yeah.
Call Room episode part 2.
Oh yeah.
I'm down.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
We got
Gotta
another
do
one.
that shit soon. Word.
We're assembling the roster. I'm letting y'all know now. It's
We'll
gonna
do
be
that shit this
better.
month.
Better production.
Like
I
April?
bought a box of hot sauce for Hot Ones Part 2.
Oh, we could do that next. We could do
we
that
get on
one.
that.
When,
Yeah, Hot
when
Ones
Romo
Part
come
2.
back. We can do
Yeah,
that.
we could get that going.
Want to be on that?
shit, that
And
shit
then low
nuts.
key, the music episode, man. We need our intro song.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that, yo.
Swear.
Look, I was thinking of even doing it here.
What?
That we just pick a beat and we start freestyling off
Oh,
that. Hoe.
us? Yeah, we could make a song.
Make a little song, and it'll be the intro.
That's crazy because the Wi-Fi just came back.
We need Romo
We
here.
could make it. Okay,
The
word.
intro. The intro is, how's it going, everybody?
But alright, yo. Let me know y'all thoughts about what we talked about. You know, if y'all want to argue. We're not scared of y'all. The fuck. And thanks for the co-host here, Wally and McNasty. And we'll see
Yes,
y'all
sir.
next time.
See you guys.
Peace.